This week, I'm gonna take you guys with me while I turn this into this. My name is Liz Kidder, and I'm a dreadlock artist. Today is a day off, which I say that way because on a day like today, I am in my pajamas, I am drinking coffee, but I am packing up hat orders right now, and then I've got to make a set of synthetic dread extensions, a custom set. So I thought I would take you along for the ride. Guess what we're doing for this set? The inspiration is Christina Aguilera back in her dirty days. So, black and white. I got out this gray, like black to gray ombre. I'm not sure if we're gonna throw that in there too. She specifically requested black and white, my friend Renee. I'm gonna move the beads for now because I don't need those yet. The gray, I guess. Makes more room. I wish I was doing this like in a cool office craft room, aesthetically pleasing setting, but this is reality. I do this in my living room on my coffee table. Sorry if you can hear Miss Piggy snoring behind me, but that's our life. So my friend Renee is a hairstylist and probably one of the most beautiful people I've ever met in my entire life. And one of her big inspirations is Christina Aguilera. And so she's teaching a hair class on, I'm not sure if it's like fantasy color or extensions or both, that's her specialty, next month. And somehow the theme, there ended up being a theme of the class, and it's like 90s pop stars or something. So Christina is her inspiration for her look. So she has never had real dreadlocks that I know of, but she's had me make her some synthetic dreads before. So she asked me to make her a new set, and I'm very excited. Am I way too bright? So Renee's hair, I think, is like more close to her natural color, really dark right now. So I'm going to do black at the top of all of them and ombreing into white at like varying spots, and then some of them, I guess I'll take the black all the way down to the ends. And she's really just giving me some kind of creative freedom outside of that. I think she said definitely metal for decoration, so black, white, gray, silver, that's kind of the vibe. So the hard part here is going to be blending the black to the white because it's such a crazy contrast. So I'm going to do my best and then I'll show you a little trick. I feel like I've had clients call this like a pitchfork before, the triple crochet hook. I don't know why it won't focus. This I don't use except for when I'm attaching extensions, and I like to think of it as like a mixing tool. So we're trying to mix the black and the white as thoroughly together as possible. So I haven't finished this off yet, but it actually doesn't look horrible. Like, that's a little harsh, obviously, but once I clean it all up, it won't look terrible, especially if I'm like decorating it and adding things over it. But I'm just gonna try to blend it a little bit nicer. So this is what I do. I'm just gonna take a little bit of white and a little bit of black and make a little hairball. Now, shuffling hair is not this. It's when you take the straight hair and shuffle it together. I'm not doing that because I hate doing that. I will do that if I'm trying to like blend and create a new color, but when I ombre, I like to do this. And now, let's see. Now I'm just gonna take that and go around kind of where it's connected to give me like a slight transition. This is one of those things where like if you just get too close to it, like you look too close, it just is never gonna be perfect, and so it can be frustrating. So sometimes you just gotta like take a step back, you know, and look at the bigger picture here. Alright, that one maybe isn't my best, so I'll just put a crisscrossy wrap on that one, but we're gonna get better at this as we go. Let's jump ahead a little bit. Okay, it's been a little while. I've got 5 done, and this was the first one that I did that like hairball kind of cage around. These ones I did not do that, and so I don't know if it really made that much of like if it was even worth the freaking hassle. I think I'm just gonna not. I was varying them at different lengths. Some of them I left a black end. So yeah, let's keep going. So here I am, keeping going. So Renee had asked for 10 double-ended dreads. So a double-ended is when it's basically like one giant long dread that's essentially folded in half. So it gets braided in and attached at the folded part, and then it has 2 ends. So by making 10 of these, she'll actually have 20 dreads. A couple of them I made into braids instead, which I'd sometimes just do anyways, but especially for this set since Christina had some braids in her original look. Okay, so like phase 1 essentially is done. I know they don't really look like anything to write home about yet, but we just gotta do some finishing touches. So I like to boil these. I don't have to, they're crocheted, and the hair is high heat resistant, but I just feel like boiling them kind of like almost like breaks it down a little bit and softens them up so that they're more flexible, because crocheted dreads can be kind of stiff. So I just dunk them in for a second, and then after I finish this, we'll let them dry, and then we can decorate. Alright, we are all decorated, and here's the final look. I'm really happy with how these came out. I hope Renee likes them. My original plan, and I think her plan, was to go with black, white, and silver, but honestly I was struggling to decorate that way a little bit, so I ended up throwing in some browns, golds, off-whites, kind of boho-hoed it up. So it's 10 double-ended, which is 20 ends, and it would kind of just peek through on the bottom like that. I'm gonna send her some pictures and see what she thinks. There's a chance that she's like, that is just too much, or she's not into the brown and the off-white, and that's fine. It's not really a big deal for me to take out some of that or even just create some new plain ones with just silver on it. So we'll see. I'm gonna send her a picture and I will let you guys know what she says. Phew! She says she loves it, so that's a relief. I love it. It was like a challenge for me. I don't work with black and white very often. I tend to do more of the like naturals plus earthy color schemes. So yeah, I am excited to see when she puts them in. She's so beautiful, and I know I'll get some good pictures of them. But yeah, that is it for now. I will see you guys next week.